WA plans to legalise prostitution in the state next year. With prostitution already taking place in our suburbs, is this the natural next step to crack down on violence and drug abuse in the industry?
I think the risks are too great, with the potential for a black market forming when girls who are too old for to be attractive in a legal trade end up having to make a living off a black market trade where they can no longer be employed by the brothels. And I also think it would be damaging to families and communities.
I think it'd probably improve safety in the industry, and bad things happen on the streets. I've lived on the streets for 15 years. I've seen really bad things happen.
Anything that's regulated would have better control, whether it's smokes, alcohol or anything.
As the way the law seems to see it, it's happening anyway, and people seem to have they got freedoms in life to do this sort of thing.
It worked in Brisbane when they did it up there, and that really cleaned things up.
I feel like they should be more. They should focus more on education, because if they're not really focusing on that matter, it's not going to do any good for the community.
It's going to happen. There's no way you can stop it happening, so you might as well regulate it. It'd control disease, it'd control violence.
A lot of other young people out there, they're going to join it. They're going to think it's fun, and it's going to lead to a lot of problems. So I feel like they should find a way to stop it and help these people, give them other opportunities like better jobs, you know what I mean, with better pay.
I think that if you look at what happens in most other places where it's been legalised, you do get a secondary illegal industry, and I think you'd put those workers at even greater risk, because you then have like a dual level of protection for the legal ones, but illegal prostitutes are still at a huge risk.
A lot of these pimps that you see out there, they're the ones that are taking over control of a lot of young girls out there, because most of the young girls out there, they're weak, so most of the young girls out there, when they leave out of the house, they get kicked out of their parents. They don't have anywhere to go. They feel kind of lonely, so they feel like those pimps really take good care of them.
Like the red light districts. We're trying to reverse that with all of the Northbridge facelifts, and you just end up with that in different areas if you legalised it.
I think it would be safer for the workers themselves, instead of having to be called out to 300 different sites in the suburbs. Police could answer one call out to one place.
I think it allows behaviours like, violence, alcohol-fueled prostitute use.
Putting the red light up says the show is on, let's keep going.
There will always be moral considerations when it comes to issues such as prostitution. Objections won't make the industry disappear, but we can make it safer for its workers and for the public. Legalisation essentially means more control. For or against, you decide. This has been Jackie O'Leary reporting for Undercurrent.